to the outside of Johnson for the race lead.
All clear.
Jeff Gordon may have a flat tire.
Yeah, he does.
Gordon spinning, turn 4. Caution is out. We'll have another attempt at a green light checker.
Oh, who was the lead zone? Kyle Larson, the outside. Carl Edwards on the inside. Green flag back in the air. They're blocking. Good go down low. Carl Edwards into the wall. He got tagged by the 22. Big hits by the 19. And the caution comes back out again.
That is exactly what we saw Joey Logano was going to try to do. Big fire of the 78. But that is what we thought was going to happen. Obviously, the wreck isn't what we thought. Martin Truex Jr. needs to get out of this race car.
Very aggressive on the restart. The flames rolling out from underneath the hood of the 78. Red flag comes out. Martin Truex Jr. is out of the car. Huge contact for the 19 of Carl Edwards. First it was the inside wall, then he was hit by another car.
A championship's on the line, Rick. The 22 gets a great restart, the 19 blocks. They make contact. Look at the damage on the 19 car. A couple huge impacts.
And we thought that's what was going to happen. The 22, Joey Logano, has been so good on restarts all night. The 22 gets a big run. Carl sees him coming. He goes to block. 22 does not slow up, stays in the throttle. Big wreck.
And the 22 really ended up getting a lot better out of.
And guys, Christopher Bell's championship hopes officially over. They have a flat right rear tire from that contact with the wall. And oh, he might spin out here, guys, but flat right rear for Christopher Bell, trying to limp it to pit road.
And the right rear coming off, the carcass of that right rear about to fall off. They have inner liners at these racetracks. He makes it to pit road. Green still for Tyler Reddick. That's what he wants to see. A completely green last of this race.
Right side's only. Right side.
Christopher Bell right now, contact with the wall, was racing John Hunter Nemechek, and you can see right there how he got into the wall. Big contact, actually slowed the car down.
That's what we're talking
behind, but Austin has a lot of ground he can make up. So riding around the back may sound good, but it's got to all work out.
And the 2 decides to drop down. He's starting to smoke. This could be it for the 2 and Brad Keselowski.
Fire underneath the car. The 2 has definitely expired an engine.
So did it overheat? Did they not get that done soon enough? Was the oil temp too high? We don't know, but that is a consideration.
Third caution has come out now. Another Chase driver looks to have ended his day with an engine failure.
Good job today. Sorry about that.
Front wheel's very dirty. And that doesn't sound good at all as he takes the hard left turn back into the garage.
A little fire to the right side.
They said they were climbing in water temperature and oil temperature. And then he has to make the hard left.
And you see the debris off the grill, but it's too late. To Jeff's point, when you elevate those temperatures, these engines are designed to run in a specific window of temperature at the edge, creating the most power possible. A good to bad restrictor plate engine is 2 or 3 horsepower.
Remember, you got the guys behind these 2, they're just trying to win a race. How will this play out? There's so many variables.
Yes, Enfinger's teammate is behind Moffitt. Moffitt's teammate is behind Enfinger. The green is out. NASCAR overtime for the championship at Phoenix.
Moffitt is stressing. He's got Rhodes to his inside. Enfinger's going to drive it down in there. We've got
Chandler Smith to the bottom and now to the front. Chandler Smith with the lead. Enfinger challenging.
He left a little room.
Sheldon Creed.
Audibles being called, shouting on the crew here, but they take the command. Oh, it comes down off the jack. 22 off the jack on the left side, and they're going to lose any time they thought they might gain. A lot of time being lost on pit road right now. They're still trying to get the car off the ground. The crew lifting it, trying desperately to get this car where they can get the jack back under it, lift it back up. They've got the flat jack in there now. And finally, the opportunity to put the left side tires on. Disaster for the 22 on pit road, Alan.
Jack it up.
been a clean race for these teams all day long, but now when it counts the most, problems on pit road for Logano's team. I talked about there being 29 cars on the lead lap. He's going to be at the back of all of them.
Kelly.
We see the 21 of Daniel Hemrick now. He's just told the team he's going to come down to pit road. He is having battery issues, says it won't hold a charge. Randall Burnett, crew chief, told him to turn off everything he doesn't need at one point, but that doesn't seem to have solved the issue. And now you see the 21 indeed coming down to pit road where they're going to try to diagnose this issue.
And that's a crew chief's worst nightmare. You want concerned about handling, concerned about how your car is driving. Mechanical gremlins. We've seen it by Kyle Larson in the Cup Series. This is what a crew's worst nightmare is.
Up on the left side, up on the left side.
You heard the instructions, up on the left side. They're going to go in front of the left rear tires where the battery's kept. I'm sure the team's going to go in and replace the battery. But as he sits on pit road losing laps, it looks to me like he's also losing a championship.
Yeah, lengthy change. These battery changes, they do it relatively quickly, considering you're changing a battery, but not quick enough to probably, as you said, win a championship.
Yeah, stay in contention for the title.
And, you know, a lot of people say, hey, you know, a championship shouldn't be decided because of mechanical issues, but this is a team sport. This is a team sport, and, you know, this is part of racing.
Unfortunate, this will be a lengthy stop for the 21 team, losing multiple laps. And a good possibility.
Problem for Denny Hamlin. They put a massive piece of tape on the grill last time down, Steve. It's getting cooler. You can see all that tape they put on the left side. Denny said the water temps are now pegged. The oil at 345. And he said, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make, the engine's not going to make it to the end of the race if we're doing this pace.
You see the water coming out. This is completely overheating. You see the tape. We talked about adding tape, Dale. You mentioned it earlier. We mentioned maybe some marks on the grill. Well, that piece way too large or in the wrong area. A miscalculation by the 11 crew, currently running third in the race, was in position. How long can this Toyota engine hold on? So here's the crew member right here putting it on. Man, that is that's half the grill they've covered right there.
Why didn't he come to pit road now, though, Steve? Why is he going to stay out?
Denny said, we're not going to make it. They're coming to pit road, guys. Denny Hamlin's championship.
Can Harvick do it? The final turn.
Let's go get it.
He needs the position.
Oh, Harvick spins the 18.
Turns into the 18. He turns as well. The 18 crosses the start-finish line, and Harvick is going to be out of the playoffs. The question was asked earlier, what would you do? What would you do to make it into the championship four? We saw Kevin Harvick, that last turn effort, trying to get that 1 point that he needed, and it didn't work out. What would you do?